Hi friend, welcome. Today I'm going to give you some idea how to prepare graphs, especially for your research work, thesis, dissertation, research communication, oral as well as poster presentation. This is the part 5B of my lecture series on various parts of thesis and research communication. After watching this video, I am sure you will learn what are the important parts of graph, then grid line, how the title or the reason should be for your graph as well as x and y axis, and what type of color we have to use to represent the lines as well as the bar for your graph. Now, graphs, probably you know, graphs are the important part of any thesis, dissertation, as well as research communications. I personally prefer to present my data through graphs rather than table. As because data in graphs are easier to comprehend than the raw one. And the trend which we want to show, it becomes very easier to visualize through graphical form rather than the tabular form. But at the time of preparation of your graph, you have to be sure, that means you have to give a very good, comprehensive and self-explanatory title. Same is the thing for the chart, like pie chart. And all these graphs and the charts which you are going to include for your research work or the dissertation or the research communication, it should be simple with large lettering and clearly marked axis. My friend, I am showing here one graph. This graph has number of mistakes. The mistakes are the minor grid line which has been added in this graph is totally unnecessary. Second point, whatever the font they have used for the data to represent the graphs, it is too small. It is very difficult to read by the readers or the viewers. Title of this graph is missing, and unnecessary some shading has been used, which is not necessary because shadings actually creates the distraction. Here I am showing one graph. It is not so good, but we can say it is a so-so graph. But in this graph, title is missing, the legend of y-axis as well as x-axis is missing, and why this minor grid line has been used, this is not clear. This is another example of another graph where the title is export quantity of an item, and they have clearly defined the meaning of these blue birds as well as red birds. Blue birds means quantity in 1000 metric ton, and red birds means value in say 1000 lakh. But here the legend of y-axis as well as x-axis is missing. For me, this is one of the good graph, as because they have given a very clear-cut title, which is very self-explanatory. From the title itself, we can say in this graph, the population of Glycerium virus want to represent a different concentration of carbon after exposing to the UV radiations. Here they have included the legend of y-axis as well as x-axis. The meaning of each bar, which has been marked with different contrasting color like blue, orange, green, white. And the meaning has already been explained very nicely. Blue bar means 0 minute, yellow bar means orange bar means 60 minutes, green bar means 80 minutes, and white bar means 100 minutes. But here some minor mistakes I have observed. That is the G violence. A biological science people who is working in the subject of crop protections, they can understand what is the meaning of G, but it may not be understandable for other worker or other scientists. Here, at the time of putting this title, the meaning of this G should be spelled out fully. Like that, UV, though it is a common word, it is known to everybody, but if we add the full form of UV, it will become more catchy or more catchy. This is another graph with having the title of self-explanatory, but the author should mention the full form of B as well as the code for BP 1.1, then it will become more perfect title. Here the author has given good result of y-axis as well as x-axis, but unknowingly some mistakes are there. That is, the author has mentioned the pH in capital form. That is, the letter P and H both are in capital form. But it should not be like that. We should write P in small form, small letter, and H should be in capital letter. So this type of minor mistake we should avoid at the time of preparation of graph. So my friend, to prepare a good graph, please try to remember this following point. Remember the title. The title of your graph should be self-explanatory. Then why and x-axis reason? It should be well defined and it should be very specific. Regarding the color of the lines and birds, you should use contrasting color for the birds as well as lines. Then please try to define each of the line and the birds which are represented by different colors. And please avoid using grid lines. My friend, I hope you like this video, and if so, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, turn on the learner's point, like as well as share. Thank you.